Okay, we're going to talk about doing some two-digit by two-digit multiplication problems, and these are a little bit easier to do than some of our two by two-digit multiplication problems because they have a zero in the ones place. Okay, so we're going to talk about that for a little bit. This is one of the worksheets we're working on in class, and on this first problem, on problem number 1, I'm multiplying 12 times 20. Okay, and since there's a zero in the ones place, we can go ahead and just bring the zero down right here and put it in the ones place on this one. Okay, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the 2 times 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, the next step is to multiply the 2 times 1, and 2 times 1 is 2. So 12 times 20 is 240. On problem number 2, very similar. We go ahead, since there's a 0 in the ones position on this one, I just go ahead and bring the 0 down. And the next step is to multiply 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. And the next step is to multiply 3 times 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. So 21 times 30 is 630. Okay, on this one, we're going to set the problems up. On problem number 3, we're going to do 35 times 20. First step is bring down the 0. Okay, the next step is we're going to multiply 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1, and then we're going to multiply 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So 35 times 20 is 700. Next problem, 63 times 20. Okay, on 63 times 20, we're going to bring the 0 down. Next step is multiply 2 times 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. And the next step is to multiply 2 times 6, and 2 times 6 is 12. So 63 times 20 is 1,260. Okay. Problem number 5, 27 times 60. First step, bring down the 0. Next step, we're going to multiply 6 times 7, and 6 times 7 is 42. Next step is to multiply 6 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 4 is 16. So 27 times 60 is 1,620. Problem number 6, 66 times 40. Bring down the 0. Next step is to multiply 4 times 6. That's 24. Next step is to multiply 6 times 4 again. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 2 is 26. So 66 times 40 is 2,640. Look down at one of these other problems, which is a little bit different. Okay, on problem number 16 right here. On problem number 16, you can see that it has 20 times 51. And there's something we call a community property of multiplication, which means I can switch the problem around. It doesn't matter, I'm still getting the same answer. And in this situation, if I switch it around, I can, instead of doing 20 times 51, I can do 51 times 20. And I'll still get the same answer, but it's just with a few less steps. Go ahead and bring down the 0. Next step is to multiply 2 times 1 is 2. And the last step is to multiply 2 times 5. And 2 times 5 is 10. So 51 times 20 is 1,020.